Whew. Ooh, that neck snap was actually pretty good, but it hurt me at the same time. Alright. Come on, come here, cookies. Alright, everybody, welcome to an episode, or should I say another episode, or just an episode of me hitting my mic and rubbing it while trying to eat a cookie. And to this lovely episode of Final Fantasy 15. We are at another episode of the New Game Plus mode, so basically New Game Plus, when you finish your base game, you can start it over again and it'll have some extra perks or extra challenges in it. As for me, I just recently discovered that you can actually now accept multiple bounty hunting missions, which is so useful because that means I don't have to backtrack to every single city. But aside from that, let me go ahead and show you guys the main reason why this video started to begin with, and that was what I promised in the last episode. Not that, but my actual setup. So for each of my 4 characters here, Noctis, Gladius, Ignis, and what's his face, because I refuse to like him. Just kidding, Prompto. So for this one, I actually have pretty much like your main weapons, like strongest weapons on him. And I did that because I was basically maining him as a physical beater as opposed to a magical beater, but I can see now he's more of a magic. But with this I have the Balmung, the Ulrix Kokos, I think that's how you pronounce it, the Apocalypse, and the Shield of the Just. The Shield of the Just, because funny thing is with this, it gives you not only a huge shield buff, like a defense buff, but if you're versing more than one enemy, you can actually use this while teleporting and it can hit multiple enemies at one time. And there's not really much of a sacrifice to the damage either, so it can do some pretty good defense. And the follow-ups for this are actually pretty good too when you have your allies. Now, as you can tell from my AP chart, I have not unlocked yet for any of the characters where you can get a 3rd accessory, but I have 2 dark matter bracelets because, well, we definitely need not only the extra whatever this is supposed to be. I completely forgot what most of everything here that I have does, because I am the genius that I am. I know exactly the crap I put on my characters. Let me go up real quick to what I have on. Here we go. Boom. Alright, started with the mysterious black substance, enhances strength. That's what it was. To go ahead and buff up my strength. So that's pretty much why I have that. And then of course the kingly raiment, because even though I like the rest of this, I mean I really like the rest of this, I could have gone with the festive assemble because of its HP and MP, but I mean we're keeping this uniformed simply because yeah, I want all of this. Ooh, Magic Tech exosuit. I don't believe I had this in the first one. See, I'm discovering something new every time, even when I'm trying to like, I don't know, freaking explain this to you guys. So the reason why I never went with the royal raiment and I went with a kingly raiment, well, is because 1, it's a lot more balanced for these characters, at least in my opinion, unless you guys want to help me out with this, because I am always open to other things, other ideas. And basically, like, if I go with this, as you can see, I sacrifice a lot, so I went with this because it gives me the best for my characters. But Shield of the Just because EXP exploit, huge defense buff, and of course hitting multiple enemies at one time if they're all close by. Balmung for the basically like for the high attack. It's the highest, I believe it's the highest or strongest weapon in the game for Noctis, or for anybody who uses this, but I think that Noctis primarily uses one-handed swords, single-handed weapons. Ulrix Kolkris, I can never pronounce that right. this guy's daggers, Colchris, this actually can work really well with Ignis, and I don't have it for Ignis for a reason. Only because when I have Noctis, I can actually go off on a combo with this, and it's pretty deadly because I can basically like attack. I can dash towards them, start off the combo, dash again, start off with a combo, dash again, and start off with a combo, and kind of go from there. And of course, with the rapid hits that I have with the dagger, it really just helps out. The Apocalypse, I can technically give this to Gladios or Gladiolus, but I don't want to because I'm having a little bit of everything for Noctis with the exception of magic. And that's primarily because my preferred playing style for any Final Fantasy game is more of a physical beatdown than it would be for magic buff. So I would rather be a warrior instead of like a red mage, for example. So basically, like with my other characters, okay, cool. With my other characters, it's kind of a similar setup with the exception that they have limitations. I decided to keep Impulse on Gladios because this guy, like, this ability is pretty much like king in this freaking game. Once you can get this unlocked, I would immediately advise you all to go ahead and just max it out. And I am definitely wrong about the whole having 3 accessories for like all my characters not accessible. They clearly are. So with his primary, I gave him the Dominator because second highest in the game, only to the Iron Duke. So yep, that's the thing. And then of course the Zedric or Zedreich. I'm butchering that, I can tell. Only because again, strongest, and this also has pulled through, is clutched so many times. So with Ignis, I've kind of like teeter-tottered on his abilities, because one that's like really good would be Enhancement. I found that Enhancement's like a really good ability. Regroup has helped me oh so much. It's actually helped me in the beginning of the game because I pretty much used this and I went hunted down the legendary weapons. I was around level 70 versing the final mission, which was 120 Scorpion, I believe it was, the machine. And this ability has helped me so many times, providing that my characters were actually alive during the moment. And of course, Overwhelm. If you can, try to get Overwhelm to be high as much as possible, because as you can see, the more times you use an ability, the higher the critical ratio goes up. So as you can see, I basically used that the most. Sagefire, when you get to a certain point of the game, I highly advise you to switch over his ability to Sagefire, because versing enemies like Marlboros, they're pretty much magical based creatures, so Sagefire does a whole bunch of fire damage to them, and they're vulnerable to that. So it's an amazing ability, but once you go down, like if you try to hunt down like the different dungeons, this ability can be useless. At least with Free Element, as it's translated in English, Libra Elementia, he pretty much searches for the weakness of an enemy, and that could be if, like, let's say the enemy is weak to fire, he'll pull out a fire element, and he'll just hit him. You primarily will get this ability when you get near the end of the game, because he becomes, I'm not going to ruin that for you guys, so you'll just get it near the end of the games where he unlocks it. But if you want to max something out, this would be the one to do it first, because this has helped me in so many different ones. As you can see, it's pretty much the top technique that I have for him. Oh, sorry. Of course, for him, I would have had Ulrich's Colchris. I'm going to butcher that, I swear I am, as the primary for him, because it would have helped him out. But the Zvil crossblades are actually really useful with him. And some people say to use the Zvil crossblades with Noctis. Those are also really good too, but of course if you don't complete the game 100%, you will not have, basically you will never get the Ulrich's Kolchris. And for his secondary, I got him the Flare because, well, this is the strongest one, and you actually get this one from one of the dungeons, the secret dungeons, that you only have access to at the end of the game. And trust me, those dungeons are not easy. I mean, like, they're hard. I actually literally spent, one of the dungeons, I spent literally like 2 physical days. I never shut the system off because there is no saving mechanic in one of them, and it takes a long time because it's about 100 floors that you have to travel, so you dedicate for one of them. Of course, I have Emperor's Anklet for, I believe, defense, strength, magic tech for strength and HP, and blue diamond bracelet because I don't have the black one, for strength. Oh, for attack. Sorry, I forget this game does strength and attack, and they both kind of mean different things. Don't ask me why. So let me see. That's really cool that I have access to the Magic Tech Exosuit, because I will try that out for funsies. Kingsglaive Guard because, well, I have it for all of them simply because of their stats, and again, you know, kind of keep it uniformed. And I think it's like the best overall even stat gain. And of course, last but not least, my most favorite character that I hate so much, Mr. Prompto. As you can tell, I don't really like him at all. Haven't even finished. I finished Snapshot, which took me so freaking long, and is the most. I'm gonna tell you now, this guy's the most useless character in the game. Trust me when I say he is. He literally contributes absolutely nothing to the story. And his story is really nothing to go to town with. I couldn't even finish like the entire. I finished his base story, but I couldn't finish the challenge. Whereas with Gladiolus, I did finished both the base and the challenge. And I think I'm gonna do the same with Ignis, but I have not finished his because his is like really stupid for his challenge on his story. But as you can see, the main goal, if you want to get the trophy for the game or the achievement, you will have to get Snapshot to level 10, because that is definitely one of them, because that's based on his skill. If you want something that's actually pretty good, and does pack a wallop, as you can see, I almost had this the 100% ratio. Piercer is definitely a really good ability for him. Star Show, it's alright. You can get that fairly early in the game. It's not anything to brag about, but it's a good ability. The one that I'm trying to get up, because, you know, everyone seems to have a level 1 master ability. Trigger Happy is definitely one of those, but it's not so easy anymore because, well, I basically have to wait and get hit a bunch, and I don't want to do that. And of course, my characters can finish off enemies pretty quickly. So, yeah. Try to get that up, and once I do, then I'll say, you know what, I'm going to just revert back. This ability, in my opinion, actually sucks. Even though it says unleash a barrage of multiple enemies with a pair of firearms, it sucks to me because it does a whole bunch of smaller damage with a final shot of one fairly larger damage, where Piercer does a huge wallop right off the bat, but it's a one-shot deal, but you can use it multiple times. So death penalty, I have to admit. Oh, that's cool. Oh, okay. So Lionheart, for the longest time I was riding with it because it was really good, but death penalty, you actually find in one of those again. It's the secret dungeons, I call them. Basically, after the game, you can go to a character and she'll give you a key, and she basically said, "Remember all those places you used to be at? Well, you can go back there. There's actually a secret. Go past those dungeons." I believe it was the first one or second one. You can actually get this one if you search the dungeon all the way. I mean, all the way. True and through, you can actually find this, and this weapon is hell of tight. It is oh so awesome. And of course, for his backup weapon, I could technically get the Noise Blaster Plus. But the reason why I did not ride with that is simply because one is just there to be more powerful, and I'm actually trying to increase his stats to where they're comparable, because I found that if I don't and try to go with like the best weapons, he will fall and his defense already drops, so it's a big sacrifice if I do that. So circular saw is actually pretty decent for him. Since I upgraded it to plus, it's actually been a real big help. So with this one, I've got an Anklet of the Gods. I think that one's for defense. Yes. So it helps with his defense, so strength, I guess. And Magic Tech Shield for same reason, plus health and health. No, attack, sorry. That's for attack. And of course, uniform. So yeah, that's all of them. Took a long time to explain it, but yep. And of course, 1500 AP. I'm saving that up to about 3k. Then I'll go from there. I do have access to all of the armigers, so yay to me, and I won't have to go and start searching for them again. So yeah, with that long thing, let's go ahead and we're just gonna go ahead, go to our main mission. We're gonna have fun. Okay, we are over there. So let's go ahead and go off-road. So awesome. Man, you guys don't know how much I love the freaking Regalia Type D. This is like ridiculously awesome. It's basically like a Hummer.
Well, well.
We're just gonna go ahead. Now watch what I mean by the Shield of the Just. I'm gonna use the Shield of the Just. We're gonna go like this. Boom.
You know, you might be able to counter if you start
Okie dokie. Thank you for telling me how to parry. Of course, I love how to not parry.
Any less from you. Good.
No, let me parry. Let me parry. Parry.
Never miss.
Thank you guys. I wanted to practice my parrying skills, but you know, I guess I don't get luxury. We're gonna go ahead and instead of returning the mission,
everyone.
cruising on the high. I still don't remember the song. I have to actually remember the song. It's so cool. That's what this vehicle does. Oh, I'm not even holding the control. I'm just looking at. I'm just using the viewfinder here. It's so cool. We're just gonna stop you right there. Cool. So we're gonna drive. Actually, it's almost daytime. Why would I need to go back then?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna play around with you. So I found out with this vehicle you can actually do this. Chase me, buddy. Boom, baby. How about that? Can you? Okay, that's an ouch.
I can keep this deal.
You technically just trashed my car.
Far less trouble than anticipated.
Yep, that's the really cool thing about this. If you play your cards right, you can just kill your opponents without even trying.
I'll give you that.
Now let's go ahead. We're gonna go to quests. Beat those guys. Now we gotta go over there. Yeah.
No roads, no rules.
This guy trashed my car.
No one to hold us back.
Whoops. That is a quick whoopsies.
Here we go. Seatbelts, everyone.
I'm going to memorize that theme song to the Magic School Bus, because that's what I... Get out of here. Yeah, that's right. I will do like half damage and run away. 'Cause there's no point. Thank you. I can't see. I don't know how I'm actually doing that. Ooh. Whew. That driving. That driving. Got some skills here.
Seems we
Boom.
found what we were looking for.
Perfect. That is. See, this is perfect parking, guys. I know what I'm doing. All them years that I've been playing. It's actually cool that we can. Now there you go. See, I can actually just do this. Thank you for telling me that. You see, I actually got hurt. Any of you rather help me out here?
I will always be there.
There we go. There you go.
You've got my back. Always.
You say that. Well, actually, Ignis was the only one who did have my back. So let's go ahead. We're gonna make our way back, and then from there, we're just gonna go ahead and progress with story because we need plot progression, or else nothing happens. So I'm gonna go on here. Woo! Big jumps are made in the Regalia D are scored based on several factors, including distance, travel, landing stability, mid-air impact. Oh, that is so cool. Are you serious? That, no way. This is just too much.
Everybody out.
I'm just gonna wait here. Let it steer on its own.
Let's start from the top.
That, I had to admit, that was
If you wish to put on weight.
awesome.
Certainly.
Ignis, quit being so disrespectful, man. Jeez.
Welcome.
Not like we can still get weight gain from what you make. Jeez. After all, if I find
Hey, you're alive.
a grain of dirt, you're gonna say you found a new recipe, so I wouldn't be talking. Oh, can't receive high elixirs because freaking have a lot of those. I got like a million of those.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Can't do I receive the? Oh, I still do. Cool. So I don't have a million of those. Whew. That is so cool though that I can accept a million missions at once.
Think you're up to the task?
So I need level 3 for this? Yes. Alright, so that means I actually need to progress in the story in order to get more missions.
Be careful.
Awesome. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and discover we're gonna discover my Regalia here. We're gonna go ahead and go to auto quest location. Video is probably going to be a really long video. Basically went into explanation, and when I explain something you guys want to know real soon, I love to go into detail. So yeah, let's go ahead. We're gonna walk through this and see what we can do. So we are right in the same place. And that is because my good friend searched for a headhunter. He's over here.
Well, look who it is. I really owe you boys one.
look who it is.
Dang it, so I do have to
that
give it to
too.
him.
Can't seem to catch a break. Yeah, looks like they found another one.
Wait, found another what?
Tag. Us hunters keep them on our person at all times as identification.
What, in case you forget who you are?
More like so no one else forgets who they were.
Hunters lead a life of danger. Sometimes these tags are the only things that make it back in one piece. It's our job to deliver them to the families of the fallen. As it were, I came out here to do just that. If y'all happen to find any tags lying around out there, would you do me a favor and send them my way?
Yeah, sure.
Word is somebody spotted a tag around these parts. Try asking the local tipster. He'll point you in the right direction.
Alright, cool. So we gotta find intel. Ignis! Great to know that you just come in and after the whole, you know, debrief of the finding the fallen tags.
They suck.
Thank
Carry
you.
Emotional weight. We'd best find and return them.
And give the families peace of mind.
Let's
Or,
start
you
by
know,
following
I
up
could
on
be
that hot tip.
Noctis, the badass. That's what it would be. Cool. Awesome. Guess what's happening now? Like how Prompto looks dead
Thanks
on
for
the
your
counter.
business.
It's kind of what we get for like not eating or drinking while, you know, on our adventure. I think what I want to do is eventually just like play a third game where I just don't eat or drink at all and just complete the entire game. With the exception of the times that you have to. So we're gonna skip this side mission.
More? You bet.
We're gonna skip the
Let's
side
hit it.
mission and just go straight for the main one because we need plot progression.
For our next story, Lady Luna Freya of Tenebrae has issued an official statement regarding the forthcoming treaty.
Words cannot express the joy in my heart on receiving word of this coming peace.
Sorry guys, if you hear me chewing, I'm eating some lovely frosted animal cookies or those frosted cookies.
On this joyous occasion, some have voiced cause for concern. The fear I will be unable to fulfill my duties as Oracle. Please rest assured, my marriage will not stand in the way of my calling. You will find me in your towns and villages, as you always have, and I shall continue to bless you all.
Lady Luna Freya will set forth from Tenebrae for her wedding ceremony in the coming days. Please be advised that during this time alone, her duties as Oracle will be suspended.
It's in the treaty?
Of course. Simple formality.
One of those symbol of the peace deals.
So it's more like a marriage of convenience.
Her ladyship seems nevertheless amenable to the prospect.
And Noctier likes the idea.
What's that? I do?
Buzzsaw.
Hey! I see the sea!
I see it too.
That's Golden Key.
Kinda wanna go for a dip.
That a big mountain behind it?
No, it's an island.
Nobody goes to Galden for an island, though. They go to kick back and get massages.
And savor the seafood. It's famously delicious.
Sounds great.
Something to
We're
look
gonna go
forward to.
ahead and do this the way that it was intended for. Alright, so we're gonna do this the way it was intended to since we can go off-road. Watch this, guys. Woo! That's right, we're gonna cut all this time and get there in style. There we go. Will he do this? He did it. He
We need to
reversed into a
replenish our
parking
supply
spot.
of curatives.
Gotcha.
Alright. Do we have anything that's... Never mind, I'm not gonna go to him. Why would I? Alright, so we finally made it to the pier. Let's see if we can... Like
Hello and welcome.
Ignis said, Okay, can't do that. We can here though. Alright, so we can definitely bring up all of our food.
Thank you kindly.
Yep, don't worry about this. I totally have all the money, because when you get to a certain point of the game, you could just grind a certain mission that pays out really well. And that's what I did. It pretty much did that. So I had like
Please,
over a
come
million
again.
gil, like I do in all my Final Fantasy games. And then just pretty much go from there.
Is this place amazing or what?
The breeze is quite refreshing.
Didn't
Yes.
think I'd enjoy the seaside this much.
Well, sounds like it's made a good first impression.
Yeah, it's actually really nice. You know, it's been a while since I ever had to appreciate the graphics from the game. Especially like at this scenery. Scenery is actually not bad. Graphically, this is a pretty cool looking scenery. Granted, it could be better in other areas, but I mean, like, for the most part, the water is really, really good. And even the sun and birds look like they're
Welcome to Golden
realistic.
Key.
I'm
Oh,
afraid you're out
hello.
of luck.
Are we?
The boats bring you here.
What about him?
Well, they'll not take you forth.
And what's your story?
I'm an impatient traveler, ready to turn ship. The ceasefire's getting us nowhere.
What's this? Some sort of souvenir?
They make those?
What? No.
Consider it your allowance.
Huh?
Yeah. And who's allowing us?
A man of no consequence.
Yeah.
I would love... Actually, I totally regret my decision. Well, no, I don't regret my decision. I really want
What
to...
that guy said about the port being closed?
I'm skeptical, though I won't discount the possibility.
I say we go check it out.
Wait a
for
minute, what the
ourselves.
heck?
Huh?
Excuse me? What is this? How is that a winning photo? Oh, Prompto, got some explaining to do here. Trying to be a celebrity without my say-so, huh? Okay. Ooh, now that is a great picture. Whoa. What is that? Now that is legitimately cool. Get it. What? Really? You're gonna be like that? Okay, fine. I can't even enjoy the nicer things in life. Oh, what is this?
This is amazing.
What is this?
Fish fresh from the ocean.
That is cool.
Fresher than gold.
Okay, I mean, Prompto's having some very, very cool scenes.
Welcome to the Mother of Pearl.
Sweet mother of
What
pearl.
do you feel like having today?
I feel like having some knowledge. That's right, fill me with your knowledge. That's all you got? Cool.
We have a sumptuous selection.
Ooh, yes. Scrumptious indeed. Looks really good. Too bad I'm not into
We'd
seafood.
appreciate help with these troublemakers.
Yes.
Oh, this one's especially nasty.
Thank you for telling me. This is so much
Much obliged.
easier. Two of the same missions. And I know these little daredevils
Oh,
only come at
this
night.
one's especially nasty.
No, this time we're not, because these two... Oh, well, these are at all times. Let's go ahead, we'll abort the mission, join it so that way we
Much
can wait
obliged.
until nighttime, because the other ones are actually at any time. So that's what you gotta do.
Take care out there.
Wow, I forget that I can appreciate every part of this game. Like, I actually love the aesthetics of this game. There we go. Plot progression.
Not a ship in sight. What gives?
We can go down there to grab the item, providing that I don't have a million of them. Oh, darn it, can't jump into the water. And I can't use my weapon to dash forward. So I just gotta jump, because jumping makes everything better. Oh, cool. I'm glad I don't have a million rusted bits. Okie dokie, then I'm gonna have to talk with Mr. Dino over here. He's gonna tell me some crazy
According
missions.
to my sources, the Empire given strict orders not to let any vessels leave the docks of Altissia. Real shame if you were late to your own wedding, right, Prince Noctis? Name's Dino, by the way. Pleasure. The Crown Prince of Lucis bounty hunting in his fancy car. Surely you didn't think it'd go unnoticed. At least not by this reporter. Lucky for you, this reporter has integrity. If you want to remain incognito, I'll respect your wish. In exchange for a favor.
Okay, so in the first one I listened to him, so this time I'm gonna stand my ground. Screw him.
I don't owe you anything. Wait, we mustn't rub him the wrong way.
So I can give Ignis points.
The sound of tacit agreement. Here.
Oh. Got this green book. Oh, it's a map.
Mark where you need to go on your map. All you gotta do is find me some rough gemstones. Like this one. Do this, and your ship will come in. Don't, and the papers will run you out of town. Capiche?
Awesome. So
I'll
I
make sure you got a boat to ride, all right?
just sold my soul for a couple of gems. Actually, not even a couple, a few gems.
Let's rest up while we can.
He's really got your number, Nox.
Not like we made much effort to keep it secret.
Even if we had, the press always finds a way. We needn't befriend him, but we'd best not make him our enemy.
So yeah. Alright, so
Hey,
this
buddy.
one it's actually is not hard to do, so I'll do this too.
Taking a little stroll? How come you're all alone? You must
the
be
one-
hungry.
It's the one time we actually see
That's
Noctis.
what I thought. Hold on. a
Show
sec.
oh, okay,
I'll
so
find
he
you
can
something.
teleport.
Gotta come
Oh,
up with some cat food.
oh my
Could
gosh.
always buy some.
Or we could fish for some.
Excellent idea. Let's go.
Oh man, I love that.
All right, this one's perfect.
I believe. Come on.
Here you go. Caught fresh. What? You don't like fish? Oh, you only like cooked fish.
Okay. I'm pretty sure that it was not intended for the cat to flip out in the other direction. And then hiss at the air. Pretty sure that was not intended, guys. Got some really good prompto
Welcome
pictures.
We use the freshest fish in every dish. Take a look at the menu.
Let's do this.
No end of headaches, this lot. Thank you for your patronage.
Huh.
Welcome back. What do you feel like having today?
We see Rengen boost or regen boost, poison proof, and a boost.
Thank you for your patronage.
So I can't give this to her just yet. Alright, well I am definitely going to have to wait on this mission. I do love the cat mission though. I believe you can only go twice with the cat mission. it's kind of worth it. It's an easy mission. So it's like easy experience. So let's go ahead and we're gonna do just these 2 bounty missions. Once we turn them in, I think we're just gonna end it there because there is a lot that needs to be done.
We
Hope to see myself too. Thank you, thank you. Ooh, I could definitely get chocobos.
Take a look at our wares.
Oh yeah, that's pretty strong. That's pretty strong. Ooh, that's very strong. Ooh, I love that. I should totally just spend my money on, you know, like max everything. 49,000 actually is not bad. This be 99,000. Should totally do that.
See you later.
I think that's gonna be like my 3rd playthrough though. So we're gonna go ahead and switch the quests out. We're not gonna do Dino's quest because screw him. But we're gonna do these 2. So we're gonna do that one first. Because that is the one that is only at nighttime. Is this here? Nice.
Wow. This place is so romantic.
Then you
Sure.
get to wait with us.
All 3 of us.
You are a lucky man.
You lucky man. Some of these quotes, man. Boom. Okay. That's kind of what you get. It's a little bit of a gamble. Not really ready. I'm not willing to die yet.
Thanks. Spaced out a second.
Here we go.
Don't sweat it. Happens to most of us.
There we go.
What's the enemy's movements? Right? Got it.
I always try.
No use hanging around here.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Times.
Talk. Time for some action.
Say your prayers.
Watch where you swing at me! Completely useless.
Oh yeah.
This shouldn't take long.
You said it.
So that finished that. And then we have... We'll pick these up. Just kidding. We don't pick those up because we have like 1 million of those. Okay. Did we actually finish both missions? I believe we have. What's this here? Interesting. Alright, that's cool. I actually didn't know we just finished both of them. Because if I'm not mistaken... Okay, that's what I thought. So it turns out I need to go back because I'm a smart guy. First, before I do that, let me go ahead and...
there. Come to fish the deep blue sea?
Sure, buddy. We're gonna go ahead and max out on everything here that you have.
Always a pleasure.
I feel like when you have above 500,000, the game just kind of gets irrelevant with purchasing stuff. So you can just buy all you want, and that's what I'm doing right now. It doesn't even matter what the amount is. See, I'm just buying away.
Good luck out there.
Thank you. Jeez. Such the manly voice he has.
Better make
I'm stuck
tracks.
here.
Chop chop, Prompto.
Oh yeah. You'll be there in a jiff. Come on.
The hunt is on.
The Prince of Pain.
Yep.
Just gonna go ahead and boom.
Seafood would make you happy, especially something this big.
Once it's gained in size, it will have lost in flavor.
That's what you're hung up about?
Alright, cool.
Let's
We're gonna go on our way back now. It's gonna take a little bit. I feel these videos might be a little bit longer, but we are accomplishing a lot and we definitely are traveling. So let me go ahead and teleport my way back. Actually, renting a chocobo would definitely be advantageous. Just not here in this city. But yeah, I think like for each episode I'm gonna try to at least do a couple bounty missions or so. Oh, what was that? Do like one main mission or something, because I do want to try to at least progress in the story. So this area is going to be known for me to definitely try to get a lot of progress done.
Welcome back. You
Boom.
really are dependable.
Sure, I'll go with that. Yep, maxed out on that, so definitely don't need that. Yes, I had a feeling it
Making
was.
quite a name for
Sweet.
yourself.
Cool. Don't have a million of those. That's awesome. And then, bam.
A fine show.
I'm glad because you know you didn't even see it, so just got all the money that I spent back, or pretty much.
Allow
That's
me to
awesome.
take your order.
I would love for you to do that. Oh yeah, here we go.
Hey, do you serve anything a cat might like?
That the best pickup line you've got?
What? No, there's this cat over there.
I'm only teasing. I have a feeling I know the feline you've got
Dang.
in mind. Let me whip something up. Paying customers come first, though, and someone just ordered the last fish on hand. Would you mind catching another one of these while I make their meal?
Kinda already did though, so come. Thank you.
Great! I'll start on it right away. You know,
Yeah.
this is really thoughtful of you, but be warned. Cats are clingy, and they're notoriously picky eaters, too.
Don't
Picky
worry.
eaters. You don't say.
When it comes to food, felines are quite finicky, so you are wise to entrust the cooking to me. Here.
Thank you for telling us something we already know. Because for those of you who don't know, if you've actually watched the series Final Fantasy 15 Brotherhood, you find that Noctis is also a very picky eater. So, this is perfect.
Here you go.
Well, yeah. Oh yeah.
You're one spoiled cat. Aww, I think he likes you. I guess.
Clawed his way into a heart. I keep on clinging. Forever.
Alright, so that's an easy mission that we finished. Oh wow, the fishes are out. Ooh, hey there. Why did you just freak out? Whatever. So let's go ahead and try to get Dino's mission when we return. When we get his gemstone and return back here and give it to Dino. He's gonna ask us for 1 million more, so I'll have to end the episode there, because this game can get pretty long. Before we do that, I'm gonna go ahead and grab this, because I don't have 1 million. I don't have 1 million of every single item that falls on the ground.
You dream of driving the open.
Yeah, no, don't care. Okay, we're just gonna take our vehicle.
No roads, no rules.
And no one to hold us back.
Maybe Sid was right about your lack of dignity.
You're one step above delivery boy.
Royal rank carries little weight outside the Ground City.
Glad it's not
Woo!
weighing me down.
That was also awesome. And this is definitely a lot more feasible than having to go all the way around to the loops. There we go. Because now what we're going to do is just go through here. Just going to rub the wall, scratch the paint up a little bit. You know how it goes. And from here, I believe we can actually go uphill. Nope, we go through this cave-like place.
You sure we're in the right spot?
According to the map.
There.
Let's scope it out.
There we go. Yep. Just go through here.
Whoa! Where do you think you're going?
Oh, that is too funny.
Everybody out.
That was actually good. So basically, you cannot bring the Regalia through here. That actually makes sense. Pretty cool though. Oh yeah, I would have woken that bird up.
We're supposed to get near that thing?
Pipe down before you wake it up.
Prompto, what part of shut the heck up do you not understand? What? We would have flown off by now. Can I get control of my camera, please? Thank you. Jeez. Stop. Stop. Thank you. Thanks. Wait, why can I not, like...
Oh, we made it out alive.
Barely. I seriously thought we were at Journey's End.
But that feat was fit for a king.
Indeed.
See, with the
Here we
Regalia,
go.
the regular
Seatbelts,
Regalia,
everyone.
we wouldn't have been able to do a lot of this stuff. So let's go ahead. Land on top of this car. That was definitely an accident, but who cares? Right? Alright, so we're gonna go ahead. Go through here.
Well.
Oh yeah. So we got here at a much quicker time.
Let's regain our focus.
Why would we want to regain our focus?
Let's regain our focus.
Why? The parking spot's right.
We're here.
It's quite comforting to see other people about.
Oh man, sometimes I do love this game. This game, oh man, I love it. The game knew that the logic that I seen, like the way I wanted to enter, was a whole lot more badass. So it was like, nope, we're just gonna do. I love it. Let's go ahead and grab. Oh, okay, cool. So you won't be until later then. Yeah, love how this game sometimes tries to tack on logic to win. So let's go ahead and meet up with Mr. Dino over here to get our progress. Our progress here. Yes, we're gonna hand the stone over to him because we have no choice.
Nice work, kid. Sorry for giving you such a hard time. I just had to get my hands on this, even if it meant blackmail. You understand, don't you?
No.
You see, I'm a reporter by day and an amateur jeweler by night. This elusive little beauty's gonna become a masterpiece. To make it up to you, I'll share a little scoop. That special coin you got? It commemorates the Oracle's ascension. That guy was tossing them out to everyone. Must have picked them up back in Niflheim. And speaking of freebies, here's one from me. Come back if you want to buy more.
I doubt a souvenir like that could make its way into the hands of an ordinary citizen.
Yeah.
Well, it's our pocket change now.
Let's learn from history and book a place this time.
As promised, I'm in the process of securing your ferry tickets right now. Should be smooth.
I admit I didn't expect Dino to secure us a ship.
Well, must be pretty connected if he can pull some strings around an Imperial embargo.
You guys ready to set sail?
Once you proceed, you will be unable to return for some time. So, if we do leave now, oh no.
Relax. I'm not trying to rush you.
I'm surprised he gave us one of his pieces just like that.
Maybe he'll make some more for us.
Yeah, for a pretty gill.
Worth it for a one-of-a-kind accessory.
He may have come off as flippant and forceful, but I sense Dino is honest and hardworking at heart.
Huh. Sounds like he and I are two peas in a pod.
Nah, he's a hell of a lot sharper than you are.
And he's got a lot more substance, too.
Jeez, what is with everyone hating on well, I hate on Prompto too, so just keep the beatings going. But yeah, looking at those cute crabs in the distance, I think we're gonna go ahead and let's go ahead, we'll end it here. The next episode that I do for Final Fantasy 15, I will go ahead and continue on to the next part of this game, because we try to at least I will try to progress each and every episode. If it's not possible, then it will be by the next, guaranteed. So yep, so we've definitely accomplished quite a bit. We definitely had a lot of fun with the Regalia Type D. I'm starting to love this vehicle like every single second. You don't even understand. I'm starting to love this vehicle a lot. Eventually, when I complete this game, guys, I will go ahead and go over Chapter Gladiolus, Chapter Prompto, and Chapter Ick, and hopefully cover over the multiplayer as well as the Assassin's Festival. But who knows what happens. So we just we just met our first other character, major character in this game. The lovely guy, otherwise known as Arden. Something I definitely want to check out would be his story. So yeah, other than that, I definitely want Core as a playable character for this game, Lady Luna Freya as a playable character in this game, Gentina, I think her name is, as a playable character in this game. Yeah, basically I kind of like want all 4 of those or 5 of those characters or people to have either their own story or be playable characters in the game. But as a must, we need to have more than just 4 Guardian fighters, because in reality, guys, that's my only gripe about this game, is that there are 4 GFs in this game and only 4. And granted, there's a lot that they put in this game, so having simply 4 Apathions, or basically GFs as most veteran Final Fantasy players know it as, it would be really cool to have at least more than just 4. But I must hold back the phone because I'm gonna have to wait until the next episode. And no, I will not count Ifrit as the 5th, simply because, or Bahamut as the 6th. Wait, you have 3. I believe there's like 3 or 4 you get, but I can't count them all. One, because one of them you can only get if the game's on easy mode, and the other 3 you eventually acquire in the story. But yep, I must digress and hold back for the next episode because I am going on a tangent. So I will see you guys in the next episode, whatever I decide to do. It is currently 5:13 going on 5:14 in the morning. I am definitely played a little too much. So I will see you guys oh so very soon today, as I consider it to be tomorrow because the sun hasn't rised, but that's just me being me. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Till then, you guys have a nice day, and let me know, what did you guys have for your New Year's resolution? I'll let you know what mine is next time. Till then, this is Travis the Gamer signing off. Ta-ta for now.